Play ball!
Hello everyone, Schooner 007 here bringing you another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch.
Play ball!
Hello everyone, Schooner 007 here bringing you another exciting game. In today's game we have the 4-0 Philadelphia Phillies taking on the 2-2 Cincinnati Reds here at Great American Ballpark. And here is the starting lineup for the Philadelphia Phillies. Leading off, the shortstop, Jimmy Rollins. Batting second, the center fielder, Shane Victorino. Batting third, the second baseman, Chase Utley. Batting fourth, in the cleanup position, the first baseman, Ryan Howard. Batting fifth, the left fielder, Pat Brill. Batting sixth, the right fielder, Jeff Jenkins. Batting seventh, the third baseman, Greg Dobbs. Batting ninth, the catcher, Chris Coste. And on the mound for the Phillies, and batting ninth, it's Adam Eaton, the pitcher. On the mound for Cincinnati, it's Aaron Herring. Herring so far in this replay has one loss, a 4.50 ERA, went 6 innings, allowed 8 hits, 5 strikeouts, and 1 walk. We're here at Great American Ballpark, which gives a +1 to strikes. And with that, Rollins steps up into the batter's box, and we are ready to start this game. Jimmy Rollins, so far in this replay, has a .471 average. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 1-3. 1-3 is a range play. We go to the Great American Ballpark card. And that is going to be 6-3. And
Looked in the air to shallow right. He's coming on.
that is a failed attempt there. That's a 3. That's going to be a D9. That's failed. Griffey's range is on a 1-2. That is a 3. It's only applicable if home run check from the ballpark card doesn't result in a home run. Rollins' home run rating is at a 1 through 6. That's a 9. That's a double.
That is over his head, and that is out to the fence.
And Jimmy Rollins is on with a leadoff double here in the first. We have a sacrifice play coming up here for Shane Victorino, batting a .353 average. Strategy rolls a 17. Infield going to come in for this play. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 5-5. Once again, we go to the Great American Ballpark card. Lead runner thrown out. Hitter safe at first.
You're out.
So with that, Rollins gets out at third. Victorino is on.
Everybody clap your hands.
And next up, it's going to be Chase Utley, infield, going to double play depth. Chase Utley batting a .118 average. Strategy rolls a 16. Here's the pitch. 6-6. That's a strike. That's a 9. That's an 8. He struck him out.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
And next up, it's the first baseman, Ryan Howard. Strategy rolls a 14. Howard batting a .294 average. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be 5-6. That's going to be a walk plus. That's a 22. We add 10. That's a 5. And they walk Ryan Howard.
Walk me. Good base on balls.
Next up, Pat Burrell, the left fielder, batting a .533 average. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. Strategy roll is a 9. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 1-4. That's going to be a possible error on a ground ball. And that's going to be 5-3. Fly ball to Dunn.
Out.
And that's out number 1. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. We go to the bottom of the first. And here is the starting lineup for the Cincinnati Reds. Leading off, the center fielder, Corey Patterson. Batting second, the shortstop, Jeff Kippinger. Batting third, the right fielder, Ken Griffey Jr. Batting fourth in the cleanup position, the second baseman, Ryan Frill. Batting fifth, the left fielder, Adam Dunn. Batting sixth, the third baseman, Edward. Batting seventh, the first baseman, Scott Hattenberg. Batting eighth, the catcher, Paul Bacco. And batting ninth, the pitcher, Aaron Herring. On the mound for the Fightin' Phils, it's Adam Eaton. Eaton, 4 wins, 8 losses, a 5.80 ERA, went 107 innings pitched, allowed 131 hits, 57 strikeouts, and 39 walks. And with that, Patterson steps up, takes a few practice swings, and here's the first pitch. Patterson batting a 167. And that is going to be 2-4. 2-4 is a blank. And that's going to be 5-1. 5-1 is a double start, too. Fly ball to Jenkins.
Out.
Out number 1. Jeff Keppinger up. Keppinger batting a 278. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be 3-3. 3-3 is a walk. That's a 6. The 9, too high. 6-6, and Keppinger is on with a single pass Brill. So the Reds get a base runner on. Strategy roll is a 12. Slash Deep Gaming, welcome in. Glad you could join us here at Great American Ballpark. And Ken Griffey Jr. now up to bat. He's batting a .313 average. Strategy roll is a 12. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 3-3. 3-3 is a walk. That's a 13. That's a 16. The 16 too high. Infield at double play depth, by the way. 4-6, that's a question mark 9. That's going to go to Jenkins. That's going to be a single. All right, let's see. Keppinger has a base run rating of a 3. That is a 2. And he will advance to third. So the Reds now have runners on the corners. And that is going to bring up Ryan Frill batting a 111. Strategy rolls a 9. Infield at double play depth. 2-6, that's a blank. And 5-5, fly ball to Jenkins.
You're out.
And that is an out. That is a failed sacrifice roll. So they're not going to get Jeff home. So he gets the hold sign. And Adam Dunn now comes up. Dunn batting a 143. Here's the pitch. Strategy roll is a 10. And that is going to be 2-3. That's a strike. That's a 15. That's a 2. And he struck him out.
Great call.
So the Reds leave 2 stranded. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. After 1, score tied at 0. We go to the top of the second. It's Jeff Jenkins, Greg Dobbs, and Chris Coste up for the Fightin' Phils. Here's the pitch to Jenkins. Jenkins batting a .250 average. 4-5 range play. 3-3 fly ball to Griffey.
Looped in the air to shallow right. He's coming on.
Ken Griffey Jr.'s rating is on a 1-2. That's a 3. And that, my friends, is going to be a double for Jenkins.
That is over his head, and that is out to the fence.
And Jenkins leads off with a double here in the second. All right, infield going to double play depth. Greg Dobbs comes up. First time we're seeing him in this replay. Strategy rolls a 17. Here's the pitch. 3-1. That's a range play. 6-1. Ground ball back to the pitcher.
There's a chopper off the mound.
And that goes back to the mound. Herring's range is in a 1-3. That is a 2. And he gets the out.
Terrific play.
And the out is at first. Herring tossing it over to Heidenberg for out number 1. Chris Coste up. Coste batting a .600 average. Strategy roll is a 13. Here's the pitch. 6-1. Blank. 2-4. Fly ball to Patterson.
Out.
That is out number 2. Jenkins stays at second. And that is going to bring up Adam Eaton, the pitcher. 5-2. Wild pitch on a 3. And it's just a bit outside.
Just a bit outside.
So with that, Jenkins goes to third on a wild pitch. Here's the response from Eaton. And that's going to be 5-3. Ground ball back to the pitcher.
Out.
And that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, as the Phillies leave a runner in scoring position. We go to the bottom of the second. It's Edwin, Scott, and Paul due up for the Cincinnati Reds. Edwin batting a .333 average. 5-4. That's going to be a strikeout. That's a 10. That's a 1. Struck him out.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
And with that, we now have Scott Hattenberg up, batting a .500 average. Here's the pitch. 4-1. That's a possible error. 1-2. That's a pop-up to Rollins. Rollins' error rating is on a 1-3. That's a 4. And he gets the out.
Out.
And that is out number 2, and that's going to bring up Paul Bacco. Bacco batting 1,000. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be 3-2. 3-2 at the ballpark. We're going to go to We're going to the Great American Ballpark card. 6-1. Ground ball to Rollins.
Out!
And that is out number
Have
3.
you picked your designated driver for this evening? Please remember to drink responsibly.
So the Phillies retire the Reds in order. 3 up, 3 down. Easy one to score there. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to after 2. The score's still tied at 0. We go to the top of the 3rd. It's Jimmy Rollins, Shane Victorino, and Chase Utley due up for the Phillies. Jimmy Rollins 1 for 1, doubled his last time up. Here's the pitch. That is 3-4. That's going to be a strike. That's a 7. That's a 2. And he struck him out.
He struck him out.
Next up, Shane Victorino. Victorino 0 for 1 on the day. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be 4-6. 4-6. Home run. 8. That's a 4. The 8 is too high for Victorino. 5-3, that is going to be a line drive back to the pitcher.
Out!
For out number 2. Chase Utley. Utley 0 for 1 on the day, struck out his last time up. Here's the pitch. 1-5, that's going to be a walk. That's an 8. The 20 way too high. On that one, 1-3, double star 1, fly ball to Dunn.
You're out!
For out number 3. So the Reds return the favor and get the Phillies out in order. 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. It's Aaron Herring, Corey Patterson, and Jeff Kippinger due up for Cincinnati. Here's Aaron Herring batting a .500 average. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 1-3. That's going to be a blank. And that is going to be 4-4. That's a single pass Utley. And Aaron leads off this inning with a single. We go to the top of the order. Here's Corey Patterson. Patterson 0 for 1 on the day. Strategy rolls a 5. Infield at double play depth. And that's going to be 4-1. That's going to be a possible error. And that's going to be 1-4. Ground ball to Rollins. Error rating is on a 1 to 3. That's a 3. Rollins committing an error. And that is a 1-base error. That is a 1-base error. And Rollins is charged with that error. So Herring goes to second, gets the hold. Thank you. Thank you there very much, Slash, for helping me with the pronunciation there for Edwin's last name. I'll remember that from now on. I'll make a mental note of it on one of my notepad sheets here. Anyway, Jeff Kippinger up. We have runners on first and second. Infield still at double play depth right now. Kippinger 1 for 1 on the day. Here's the pitch. Strategy roll 17. 3-3, that's going to be a walk. That's a 6, that's a 1, and he loads the bases.
Walking. Good base on balls.
All right, next up, Ken Griffey Jr. 1 for 1 on the day. Strategy roll is a 5. Infield at normal depth. Here's the pitch. 1-4, question mark. Single on a 1 to 6. That's a 3. That's going to be a single. And let's see here. Corey was on second. He advances to home on a 1 through 6. His base run is a 5. Corey will go home. As the Reds score 2 runs, pick up 2 runs. Runners now on first and second. No outs. And that is on a single from Ken Griffey, scoring 2 on that one. Ryan Phil up. Phil is 0 for 1 on the day. Strategy roll is a 13. Here's the pitch. And that is a 4-3. That's going to be a range play. 6-1. Question mark 9. Power hit to Jenkins. 18. That's a fly ball.
Looked in the air to shallow right. He's coming on.
Jenkins ranges on a 1-3. That's a 4. That got by him. That's going to be a single.
Moving over for it, and it's past him.
And Kippinger gets the hold sign. They don't want to tempt the arm of Jenkins. And that's going to bring up Adam Dunn. Adam Dunn 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. However, we do have a pickoff attempt. Adam does not pick anyone off, but I still show this off so you guys know that the program, I do prove that out. That is a 17, even though Adam does not pick anyone off. Bases are loaded. Adam Dunn 0 for 1, struck out his last time up. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be 1-4. Double question mark. Single on a 1-6. 17 too high. Question is, can the Phillies get out of this inning? 5-1. Fly ball to Jenkins.
Ow!
And that is a failed SF roll on that. However, it's a 1. We have a 4. So no sacrifice there on that. So we will check for runner advancement. Lead runner advances. Let's see. Yeah, lead runner advances if roll is high. Then the trailing runner holds. So Kippinger's going to come home and score. On that, Griffey holds. Phil stays at first. And 1 out. And next up is Edward Encarnacio. I'm going to get that name right throughout this. By the end of the season, I'll have that name right. He's 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. Here's the pitch. Strategy roll, by the way, is a 12. Infield at normal depth. 3-3, that's going to be a walk. 12, 18 too high. 1-4, line drive to Dobbs.
Out!
No double play there. That's going to be out number 2. And next up, that's going to bring up Scott Hattenberg. Hattenberg 0 for 1 on the day. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 4-2. That's going to be a wild pitch. 18, nothing. 6-6, single to Victorino. We have a 6. That is a 2. So on a 6, we check the second eye. That is a 2. The lead runner thrown out. But if the trailing runner's BR, no adjustments, is greater than or equal to the roll, he advances on the throw. However, Griffey is thrown out.
Out!
And that ends the inning. Hey, Bernie, welcome in. So at the end of, and that retires the side, 3 runs, 4 hits, 1 error, and 2 left on as the Reds leave 2 stranded. After 3, it's Cincinnati 3, Philadelphia nothing. We go to the top of the 4th. It's Ryan Howard, Pat Burrell, and Jeff Jenkins due up for the Fightin' Phils. All right. Here's the pitch to Ryan Howard. He's 0 for 1 on the day. He walked his last time up. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be 5-3. 5-3 is a strike. That's a 16. That's a 12. He struck him out.
He struck him out.
Next up, Pat Burrell. Burrell 0 for 1 on the day. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 1-6. 1-6. Home run chance on a 1-1. However, the 11 is too high. No home run. 2-6, and that's going to be a power hit to Griffey. That's a 1. That's going to be a single. And Pat Burrell gets on with a single past Ken Griffey. All right, we have a hit and run. No, we cannot. That's an N. So no hit and run cannot be attempted by anyone with an N. And if you're going to double play depth. Here's Jeff Jenkins. Jenkins is 1 for 1 on the day with a double already. And that's going to be 4-2. 4-2 home run. 9. 18 too high. 2-4. Ground ball to Encarnacio. And that is going to be on a fielder's choice. So Bro is going to get forced out at second. And Jenkins is on. And Greg Dobbs is up. 0 for 1 on the day. Strategy roll, 17. Phillies holding off on Strat. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be 4-3. That's a double question mark. Single on a 1-13. However, the 16 is too high. 5-6, and that's going to be a ground ball to Encarnacio.
You're out.
And that is out number 3. That retires the side as the Phillies leave 1 stranded. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's Paul Balco, Aaron Herring, and Corey Patterson due up for the Big Red Machine. Here's the pitch to Paul Balco. And that's going to be 4-1. That's going to be a possible error. And that is going to be 2-1. That is a single past Victorino. Error rating is in a 1-3. That is a 2. That's going to be an error. And the center fielder boots the ball, and it gets by him. So that's going to be a 1-base error for Balco. And Victorino charged with that error there. Rowans was charged with an error in the last inning there. So and because of that error, Paul Balco goes to second. He takes a second base on that one. Aaron Herring is up. He's 1 for 1 on the day. Has a run scored already. Infield going to double play depth. Strategy roll is an 11. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 5-3. That's going to be a strike. That's a 21. That's a 7. He struck him out. So one away. Infield still at double play depth as we go to the top of the order. Here's Corey Patterson. He's 0 for 2 on the day with a run scored. Strategy rolls a 4. Here's the pitch. 2-5. Possible error on a ground ball. And that's going to be 5-6. Double star 6. Fly ball to Pat Brill.
Out.
For out number 2. Balco gets the hold. Does not move. Doesn't want to tempt the arm of Pat Brill. Jeff Keppinger up. Keppinger 1 for 1 on the day with a walk and a run score and a run. Here's the pitch. Strategy rolls a 1. So the Reds holding off. 3-6. That's going to be a strike. That's a 4. The 20 is too high. 4-4. And that is going to be a fly ball to Victorino.
Out.
And that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error. After 4, Cincinnati 3, Philly nothing. We go to the top of the 5th. It's Chris Coste, Adam Eaton, and Jimmy Rollins due up for the Phils. Chris Coste 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 3-3. That's going to be a strikeout plus. We had 11. That's a 20. That's a 3. He struck him out. All right, Adam Eaton up, the pitcher. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Here's the pitch. That is going to be 2-4. 2-4. Finds the blank. 5-6. Ground ball back to the pitcher.
Ow.
Herring takes it, throws it over to Hattenberg for out number 2. We go to the top of the lineup. Jimmy Rollins, here's the pitch. Pitch to Rollins, 2-2. That's a strikeout. That's a 7. That's a 1. He struck him out. So no runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's going to be Ken Griffey, Ryan Phil, and Adam Dunn due up for the Reds. Here's the pitch to Ken Griffey. By the way, Adam Eaton can face 5 more batters before he's tired. Griffey 2 for 2 on the day with 2 ribbies. 5-6, that's a blank. 1-2, single past Victorino. Ken Griffey leads off this inning with a single.
Everybody clap your hands.
And with that, that's going to bring up Adam Frill, infield at double play depth. Strategy rolls a 13. Here's the pitch. That is going to be 5-1. 5-1. Home run chance on a 1-19. That's a 12. However, Ryan Phil's home run rating is a 0. No home run. It was denied that. 1-6. Ground ball back to Eaton. That is going to be a fielder's choice. So Griffey is going to be forced out at second. And Frill gets on. So 1 away on a fielder's choice.
Fans who interfere with play on the field will be escorted from the stadium.
And we have a steal attempt coming up. Frill's steal rating is a 12. And let's see, Phil's are right. So that's going to be -1. That's going to be a 0. So it's going to be an 11 or less. And that is a 2 on that. So Phil will steal second.
Safe.
And let's see, do we have a throwing error? And it is it's a 2. Coste's error rating is on a 1 to 6. That is a 2. And with that, Phil goes to third as the Reds now once again have a runner in scoring position. Infield going to normal depth. Here's the pitch to Adam Dunn. And that is going to be 6-3. 6-3 is our range play. 4-4, question mark 8 to Victorino. That's a 7. That is a fly ball.
Fly ball, left center field. Tries to catch it.
Victorino's rating is on a 1 to 3. That's a 4. That's going to be a single.
Let that ball get by him.
Ryan's going to come home to score as the Reds now have a 4-0 lead in this game. Pitching coach going to go out there to the mound real quick to talk to Eaton. And Legends, welcome in. Thank you for joining us here at Great American. And Legends joins us here at Great American Ballpark. So they're going to go out there to the mound and talk to Eaton and let him know that it might be time to start warming up that bullpen for the Phils. That's exactly what they're going to go do. They're going to go warm up. So the call has been made to the bullpen. We don't know who they're going to bring out yet. I don't know who the Phil what we have in store yet for the Phils. But here's Edwin Incarcio. 6-1, that's a blank. And that's going to be 6-1. That's going to be a ground ball to Dobbs. And that's a double play to Utley. Ooh, G5. Right-handed batter. Double play.
Holy cow, what a double play.
And that little talk that pitching coach had gave him the double, gave the Phils that double play. So we'll check that. Nope, we're good with that.
Be sure to visit our concession stands.
So that retires the side on the double play. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error. After 5, it's Cincinnati 4, Phillies nothing. We go to the top of the 6th. It's Shane Victorino, Chase Utley, and Ryan Howard. Here's the pitch to Victorino. He's 0 for 2 on the day. And that's going to be 3-3. 3-3 is a blank. 2-2. Fly ball to Patterson.
You're out.
And that retires the side. Well, that retires Victorino, not the side. Chase Utley, 0 for 2 on the day, struck out. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 6-1. That's a blank. And that is going to be 4-2. Double star 3. Fly ball to Griffey.
Ow!
For out number 2. Here comes Ryan Howard, 0 for 1 on the day. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 2-1. That's a strikeout. That's a 6. That's a 15. He struck him out.
He struck him out.
So as the Reds retire the Phillies in order, no runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's Scott Hattenberg, Paul Bacco, and Aaron Herring due up for the Cincinnati Reds. And that is going to do it for Adam Eaton. They're not going to let him continue. They're going to pull Eaton. Let me see here. They just want to try to get through this inning. So they're going to bring in as I go to my, they're going to let Scott Airy pitch this inning. All right, so Scott Airy is going to come in to pitch this inning. He went 1 inning, allowed 1 hit, went 1 inning, 2 hits, 2 strikeouts so far. In the replay, taking a look at the stats here for Adam Eaton. Eaton went 5 innings, allowed 9 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned runs, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts, ERA of 5.4. That's what he's leaving us with. So here's the pitch. Airy warmed up. He's going to have to get through Hattenberg, Paul, and Herring. See what he can do. 2-2. Strikeout plus. That's a 17. That's a 4. He struck him out. Paul Bacco, 1 for 2 on the day. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 6-6. 6-6. Double question mark. Single on a 1-17. That's a 20. Too high. 6-3. Double star 4. Fly ball out to Victorino.
Out.
For out number 2. And you change the pitcher, you change your luck. Scott Hattenberg comes up. He's 0 for 2. They are gonna let him take this hit. They are gonna keep him in. He's 1 for 2 on the day. 2-5. Strikeout. That's a 21. That's an 18. He struck him out.
A swing and a miss. He struck him out.
So the Phils retire the Reds in order. No runs, no hits, no errors. 3 up, 3 down. Aaron Hattenberg can face 5 more batters before he's tired. They're going to keep him in. They're going to keep him in. He's still good. Here's the pitch to Pat Brill. He's 1 for 2 on the day. Phillies trying to find a run somewhere here. 4-3 question mark. Single on a 1-5. The 19 too high. 4-1. A line drive to second.
Out.
For out number 1. Jeff Jenkins up. He's 1 for 2 on the day with a double. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 3-6. That's going to be a strikeout. That's a 13. That's a 7. Struck him out.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
All right. Here's Greg Dobbs. Dobbs 0 for 2 on the day. 2-4 blank. 1-3 double star 6. Fly ball to Griffey. Sing, take me out to the ball game. All right, let's take a look here at the box scores after 6.5 innings have been played. Philadelphia, no runs on 3 hits, and they've committed 3 errors throughout this game. Cincinnati scored in the 3rd inning and in the 5th inning. They have 4 runs on 9 hits, no errors. So they're going to leave do they want to leave? The question is, are they going to leave Erie in? He is tired, and no, they are not. They're going to pull Erie. So we have a left, right, left coming up. And they're going to bring in CJ Romeo to pitch for this inning. All right, they're gonna quit. They're gonna try to go for a quick inning here. So he's going to face Patterson, Kippinger, and Griffey. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be for 4. That's going to be a double star. That's a ground ball to Dobbs.
Out.
Out number 1. Jeff Kippinger. Here's the pitch. Kippinger 1 for 2 on the day. 6-5. Hit by pitch. That's a 13. He adds 10. Kippinger on as he gets hit. And the umpire warns Romeo not to do that again. If he does, he'll have to go back to the bench. Ken Griffey up. He's 3 for 3 on the day. 5-6. That's going to be a walk. That's a 14. That's a 9. They walk him.
Outside. Base on ball.
All right. Infield going to double play depth. Romeo is now tired. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be 5-5. That is a blank. That is a 7. That's a strikeout.
He struck him out.
That is a special K strikeout. 2 away. Adam Dunn now up. Dunn. 1 for 2 on the day. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 6-1. That's going to be a double star. Ground ball to Rowans.
Out.
And that retires the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. As we go to after 7. It's Cincinnati 4. Philadelphia nothing. We go to the top of the 8th. And real quick, Scott Rye went 1 inning, allowed 3, had 2 strikeouts on that. So Aaron Herring is now done. And let's take a look here. We have a right, left, and a switch coming up for Cincinnati. Cincinnati putting up a great game today against the Fighting Phils. Dice aren't working for the Phillies today. And they're going to bring in Todd Coffey to pitch. Todd Coffey had 1 win. No saves, had 1 win, no saves, a 4.39 ERA, 26 2/3 innings pitched, allowed 31 hits, 15 strikeouts, 8 walks. Going off to the stats here, Aaron Herring leaves the game with a 7 pitched. Hey, Aaron Reed, welcome in. Yep, right now the Reds have a 4-run lead, but as we know, no lead is safe here in Inside Pitch. Aaron Herring went 7 innings, allowed 3 hits, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts, 1 wild pitch. That's an ERA of 2.08. Top of the 8th, he's going to have to face Chris Coste, CJ Romeo, and Jimmy Rowans. Here's the pitch. Coste 0 for 2. They are going to make some changes real quick on the lineup here. They're going to bring in Jeff Hairstone to take over at short. And Patterson, they're going to leave Patterson in. That's the only, let's see, we did Hairston. And that is the only play that they're going to make. They're going to leave everything else the way it is for right now. So here's the pitch to Kostay. Kostay is 0 for 2 on the day. And that's going to be 5-2. Error, possible error on a ground ball. And that is going to be 5-1. That's going to be a single to pass Dunn. No error there on an 8. Dunn's error rating is a 1 to 5. That's an 8. No error there. Kostay on leads off with a single. So the Phillies are going to bring in a pitch hitter for Romeo. They're going to bring in Taguchi, the pitch hit. Taguchi batting a 500 average. Here's the pitch. 4-1, range play. 4-2, double star 6.
Deep in the hole, tough chance.
Ground ball to Frill. Frill's range is on a 1 to 3. That's a 6.
Let that ball get by him.
And that one got by him as Kostay goes to first. Taguchi is on. No, Kostay goes to second. So Taguchi goes to first. Here's the question, chat. Do you leave Kostay in to run, or do you bring in a pinch runner for him? Because that's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking of bringing in a pinch runner for Kostay. So taking a look here, I would say yes for that. They're going to bring in Greg Gonzalo to pinch run for the catcher. Greg Gonzalo to pinch run as we go to the top of the order. Here's the pitch to Jimmy Rollins. 1 for 3 on the day. And that is going to be a 3-3. That's going to be a strikeout. That's a 7. That's a 1. Struck him out.
He struck him out.
Infield at normal depth. Shane Victorino up. Victorino 0 for 3, the center fielder. Not having a good day. So they might want a pinch hit for Victorino as well. And they're going to bring in Pedro Feliz to pinch hit. Feliz batting a 250 average. 5-5. Range play at the ballpark. We're going to Great American. 3-4. Ground ball back to the pitcher. That is going to advance Oslo to third. However, that's going to be a double play.
Double play.
And that retires the side. There, as the Phillies now going to go. They're going to bring in let's get that out of there. I need to update that as well. So let's see, Rudy. They're going to bring in Rudy Sanchez. Set. Okay, yep. As catcher, Carlos Ruiz is going to come in to catch. Center field, is going to be Jason Worth to take over there. So that's the pitching change there. Dobbs also going to come out as well. For third base, they're going to go with Pedro Feliz, who we just saw pinch run. They're going to let him come into they're going to put him in the order. They're going to put him in the lineup. Here is Edwin Encarnacio. Oh, real quick before we get to that, CJ Romeo went 1 inning, allowed 1 walk, 1 strikeout, 1 hit by pitch. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It was no runs, 2 hits, no errors at the top. 5-3. Home run chance. That's a 0. Nothing happening there. 5-2. Double star 6. Fly ball to Worth.
Ow!
Out number 1. Scott Hattenberg up. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be 4-6. That's going to be a wild pitch. We're going to re-roll. And that is going to be 5-5. That's going to be a walk. That's a 13. That's a 7. And they walk them.
Outside. Base on ball.
Paul Bacco up. Here's the pitch to Bacco. He's 1 for 3 on the day. And that's going to be 2-3. 2-3 walk plus 21. 11. That's a walk.
Outside. Base on ball.
And they're going to go out there real quick and talk to Sanchez on the mound. Try to calm him down after walking the last 2 batters. Ruiz going out there to the mound. Calms him down a little bit, and they talk a little bit of strategy. Todd Coffey not going to take this hit. And Xavier Valentin is going to come in to pitch hit. All right, here's the pitch. Betting a 429. 5-3. Home run chance on a 1-2. That's a 1. The 14 too high. Needed to be 8 or less. 4-5. Ground ball to Rollins. And Hattenberg's going to go to third. Bonco is going to get forced out at second.
You're out!
And Valentin is on. 2 outs. Runners on first and third. The crowd here at Great American Ballpark on their feet. Corey Patterson up. He's 0 for 4. The pitch. 3-1. Range play. 5-5. Ground ball to Sanchez.
Ground ball up the middle.
His range is in a 1-3. That's a 1. And he got the out.
Takes the hit away.
And that retires the side. We'll get to everything else in just a second here. We have a left, right coming up. And they're going to bring in all right, they're going to bring in, I think we've had Francisco already do a save. No, he did not. So they're going to bring in Francisco Cordial to do the save here. Cordial had 1 inning pitched, allowed 2 strikeouts, 1 walk. No runs, no hits, no errors. as we go to the ninth inning. But will we see some ninth inning magic? Take a look at the box score real quick. After 8 innings of play, Cincinnati has the lead. 4 runs on 9 hits. No errors. Philadelphia, no runs, 5 hits, 3 errors. They're down to the last inning here, the last 3 outs. Here's the pitch. Real quick, let's take a look at the stats here for Todd Coffey. Coffey went 1 inning, allowed 2 hits, 1 strikeout. No ERA. It looks like the bats have not woken up for Philly in this game. Here's the pitch to Utley. He's 0 for 3. 4-5. Blank. 4-1. Single. Pass Hattenberg. As Utley gets on with a single. Infield at double play depth. Ryan Howard up. Howard 0 for 2. They're going to keep him in. They're going to keep their first baseman in. 1-4. That's a walk. That's a 12. That's an 8. And they walk him.
Walks, and that wasn't close.
Pat Burrell up. Burrell 1 for 3. Here's the pitch. 2-1. At the ballpark, we're going to go to Great American. 3-5. Power hit to Griffey. On a 14, that's a double.
And it's a double.
And the Phillies score their first run here in the 9th. Howard, let's see, does Howard advance? He has a 2. That's a base run rating of a 1. No, Howard stays. Jeff Jenkins, infield at normal depth. Jenkins, 1 for 3 with a double and a strikeout. Here's the pitch. 4-1. Double star. Ground ball to short. Is he going to try to score? Yes! Are they going to... They're just going to go for the out at first. They're going to go for the auto out at first. Howard's going to come home to score. Bro, stays on second.
You're out.
They're just going to go get the out at first, and they told Howard to come home. It's now 2-4. Francisco now tired. Pedro Feliz up. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Here's the pitch. 6-5. Possible error on a ground ball. 4-5. Double star 4. Ground ball to Frill. Error rating is a 0. That's a 1. No error there. However, Brill will advance to third, out at first.
Out.
Runner in scoring position, Jason Worth. The tying run now comes to the plate. Worth has a 250 average. Here's the pitch. 1-2. Home run. That's an 8. That's a 4. The Phillies have tied the game up on a 2-run home run from Jason Worth. That ball is out of here.
It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run.
And it's a 2-run home run. The Phillies have woken up in a 9th inning rally. Rudy Sanchez not taking the pitch. They're going to bring in Andy Tracy to take this hit. Here's the pitch to Tracy. 3-2. That's a walk. Francisco tired. They walked Tracy.
Walks, and that wasn't close.
And that's going to do it for Francisco. We have a switch rate coming up, and they're going to bring in David Weathers. Yep, they're going to bring in David Weathers to pitch. Try to end this game here. The Phillies with a rally right now. 1 inning pitched, allowed 1 strikeout, 1 walk. We're at the top of the order. Let's take a look at the stats here for Francisco. Francisco, 3 runs, went 2/3 of an inning, allowed 3 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned runs, 2 walks, 1 home run, ERA 21.18. Jimmy Rollins, 1 for 4 with a double. Strategy roll 13. Here's the pitch. 6-4, walk. 11, the 12 too high. 5-2, fly ball to Dunn.
Out!
And that retires the side. Phillies have tied this game up. But it is not over yet. They're going to bring in Chad Durbin. Durbin, 1 win, 1 inning pitched, allowed 1 hit, no strikeouts, no walks. Talk about 9th inning magic. Rudy Sanchez went 1 inning, allowed 2 hits. He's going to have to face Hairston, Griffey, and Frill. Here's the pitch. Hairston, 4-4, strikeout 8. That's a 7. Struck him out.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
Next up, Ken Griffey Jr. Griffey, 3 for 3 on the day. Here's the pitch. With a walk and 2 RBIs. 3-2, range play. 6-2, fly ball to Brill.
Swing and a fly ball left field.
Brill's range is a 1. That's a 3. That's going to be a single.
He doesn't have it.
And Griffey is on with a single. And with that, they're going to bring in Brandon Phillips to pinch run for Ken Griffey. Here's the pitch to Ryan Frill. 2-2, double star, ground ball to Rollins. And that is going to be on a fielder's choice. Phillips is out.
Out!
Phil is on. Steal attempt for Frill. That's a 12. They caught him stealing.
Out!
They caught him stealing. We are into extra innings. Free baseball. Norris Hopper going to take over that position. Hey, Dwayne, welcome in. We are heading into free baseball. The Phillies rallied back. Let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at the box score here. In the 9th inning, when all hope was lost for Philadelphia, they rallied back to tie the game up, and they got the Reds into extra innings. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. We go to the top of the 10th. It's Carlos Ruiz, Chase Utley, and Ryan Howard due up for the Phillies. They're going to leave in David Weathers. He can face 3 more batters. Here's the pitch. 2-5. That's a strikeout. 7-22 high. And that's going to be 6-2. That's going to be a fly ball to Patterson.
You're out!
Out number 1. Chase Utley. 1 for 4 in the day. 6-5. Strikeout 11. That's a 9. Too high. Does not strike out Utley. 5-5. That is going to be a double.
Line drive down the right field line. Slicing toward the corner. Air ball! Off the wall.
And that is a double for Utley. Next up, Ryan Howard. He's 0 for 2 on the day. With a walk, 2 strikeouts, runs scored. Strategy roll 16. Infield at double play depth. Here's the pitch. 2-2. Strikeout 16. That 17 is too high. 1-2. Ground ball to Hairston. Utley advances to third.
You're out!
2 outs. Pat Bro up. David Weathers tires infield at normal depth. Strategy rolls 11. Here's the pitch. 1-6. Range play at the range play. 3-5. That is a fly ball to Patterson.
Swing and a fly ball left field.
No, I'm sorry. That's a fly ball to Dunn, whose range is on a 1-3, and that is a success.
What a play to get to that ball.
And they get the out. No runs, 1 hit, no errors as the Phillies leave a runner in scoring position. He was only 90 feet away from home. Adam Dunn up. We go to the bottom of the 11th. It's Dunn, Edwin, and Scott due up. They're gonna leave Chad in. Chad's gonna stay in. Here's the pitch to Adam Dunn. And that is gonna be 5-4 range play. 6-2 ground ball to Howard.
Hard ground ball.
And that one gets by Howard.
Let that ball get by him.
Oh, they needed that range play to be higher than the number there, and that would have put the Phillies ahead. But Adam Dunn on. They are going to leave Chad in. The last couple games in this replay so far have ended in extra innings, have gone extra innings, by the way, too. The last 2 games up have went into extra innings that they've done. Edwin Incarcio up. Strategy rolls a 4. Infield at double play depth. Here's the pitch. Chad now tired. And that's going to be 4-5. That's going to be a possible error and a ground ball. And that's going to be 1-1. Fly ball to Worth.
You're out.
Out number 1. Scott Hattenberg up. 1 for 3 on the day. Here's the pitch. 4-1. That's going to be a walk plus. That's going to be a 13. That's a 9. They walk them.
Outside. Base on ball.
All right. The Phillies are going to have to make that call to the bullpen as Chad Durbin is done. And they're going to bring in Todd Gordon to pinch hit. Once we get into extra innings, I let the computer take care of who my pitchers come in are. Tom Gordon, 5 wins, 4 losses, allowed 2 saves, a 5.16 ERA, 29 and 2/3 innings pitched, allowed 31 hits, 26 strikeouts, 16 walks. Taking a look here at the stats for Chad Durbin, he went 1 1/3 innings, allowed 2 hits, 2 walks, 1 strikeout. Here's the pitch to Paul Bacco. 6-3, strikeout plus, that's a 25. David Weathers not going to take the hit. They're going to bring in Chris Dickerson to pitch hit. 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Strategy rolls a 10. The pitch. 5-4. That's a strikeout. That's a 17. That's a 14. Struck him out.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
And same with the Reds. Billy Bray up. Billy Bray, so far in this replay, went 1 inning and had 1 strikeout. He is going to have to face Jeff Jenkins, Pedro Flores, and Jason Worth. David Weathers, 1 inning, 1 1/3 inning, had 1 hit. Here's the pitch to Jenkins. Jenkins, 1 for 4, double, strikeout, RBI, 6-4, walk.
Walkney, good base on balls.
And they walk him. Infield now at double play depth as Pedro Feliz is up. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Strategy rolls a 16. Here's the pitch. 6-4. That's another walk. That's a 1.
Outside. Base on balls.
And Worth gets on with a double. Not Worth. Feliz gets on with a double. With a walk. Runners on first and second. Infield at normal depth. Strategy rolls a 17. Here's the pitch to Worth. He's 1 for 1 with a home run. That's what led the rally. 3-6. That is a blank. 5-5. That's a double. Pass done.
And it's a double.
And Feliz is going to get the hold sign. All right, Tom Gordon not going to take the hit. They are going to bring in Mike to pitch. To hit. We have a pickoff attempt. Billy Ray does not pick anyone off. That's a 3, so nothing goes on there. Runners on second and third. Here's the pitch to Mike. 3-2. That's going to be a strikeout. That's a 22. That's a 16. And they struck him out.
The swing and a miss. He struck him out.
1 out. We go to the top of the order. Here's Jimmy Rollins. Strategy rolls a 12. Infield at normal depth. The pitch to Rollins. 6-6. That's a walk. 7. 11 too high. 1-5. That's a single to done. And the Phillies have come back in extra innings here. We do have a 1, so we're going to check this. That's a 4. Lead runner advances if roll is less than or equal to. So the lead runner advances. The roll is high. Rollins will stay. And that's going to bring up Carlos Ruiz. Here's the pitch. He's 0 for 1 on the day. That's going to be 6-6. That's going to be a walk. That's a 13. That's a 1. They walk him.
Walking, good base on balls.
And that is going to do it for Billy. They do not want him in there. He walked too many people. So the Reds are now going to bring in, they go to their bullpen. They're going to bring in John Aiken. He went 1 inning and had 1 strikeout. Billy Ray went 1/3 inning, allowed 2 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 3 walks, 1 strikeout, ERA of 20.77. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be 3-4. That's going to be a strike. The 16. That's a 9. The 16 too high. 2-3. Fly ball to done.
Out.
And that is out number 2. Rollins gets the hold. And here is Ryan Howard, 0 for 3 on the day with 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, runs scored. The pitch. 2-2, strikeout 16, that's a 10, struck him out. So, the Phillies are going to bring in they're going to bring in Ryan Matson. Actually, no, they're going to bring in Brad Lidge. Brad Lidge to do the save. Brad Lidge, 1 save, 2 innings pitched, allowed 5 strikeouts. That is their go-to guy. Tom Gordon went 2/3 of an inning. Had 2 strikeouts. He's going to have to face Patterson, Hairston, and Hopper. 3 runs, 2 hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 11th. Here's the pitch. It's Patterson, Hairston, and Hopper. Lidge, 1-1. Strikeout plus 19. That's a 5. Struck him out.
He struck him out.
Here's Jerry Hairston. Hairston is 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. The pitch. 1-4. Possible error on a ground ball. 17 too high, outside of the range of the special K. 5-3. Pop up to Rollins.
Out.
Out number 2. Norris Hopper. Here's the pitch to Hopper. 1-6. Home run chance at a 1-4. That's a 1. However, no home run. His rating is a 0. 14. Too high, outside of the range of the special K. 2-5. Fly ball to Jenkins, and that's the game.
Out.
Philadelphia rallied back in the ninth inning to win this 7-4. Final line score coming right up. Philadelphia wins this game in extra innings 7-4. 7 runs on 11 hits, 3 errors. Cincinnati 4 runs on 11 hits. Tom Gordon is your winning pitcher today. Billy Ray draws the loss. Brad Lidge gets his second save. Jason Worth, so far in this replay, 2 home runs. Let's take a look here at the stats. Tim Gordon, your winning pitcher, went 2/3 of an inning, had 2 strikeouts, no ERA. Brad Lidge draws his second save, and he only went 1 inning. Billy Ray draws the loss, went 1/3 of an inning, allowed 2 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 3 walks, 1 strikeout, and has an ERA of 20.77. So that is going to do it for us, as the Phillies take the second game in this 3-game series between the Reds. Phillies go to 5-0. They remain undefeated. Cincinnati dropping to 2-3. That's going to do it for us here at Great American Ballpark. And until next time, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up on your way through the turnstiles here at Great American Ballpark. I want to thank Dwayne Martin, Aaron Reed, /Deep, Legends, Bert and Bernie for stopping by and joining us here for this live broadcast of the Phillies game here at Phillies versus the Reds. And until next time, this is Scooney 007. We'll see you next time for another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch